What happened to ancient Israel? Who are the 10 tribes of Israel? Are they the Jews today? Who are they, and why are they the source of so much mystery? Stick around if you'd like to learn more. Hi, I'm Isaac Stropes, a bondservant of Yeshua. Welcome to the Return Israel community. This is a ministry where we seek relationship with Yeshua, we study the Bible, and we learn about Torah. If you want to know more about the Bible, click the subscribe button and the bell icon. Today there's a lot of confusion around Israel. Israel is a country in the Middle East, also called the Near East in anthropology. Some Christians claim that they are spiritual Israel, yet others claim that they are descendants of Israel. Others use terms like Jew as synonymous with Israelite. There's so much confusion about what and who Israel is. In order to understand Israel, we must start by looking at the past, at the history of Israel. This video will lay out the ground for the next videos to come. Although it will cover some basics, it is necessary to understand this before you will understand our next videos in this series. The story of Israel starts with Abraham of Ur around 2000 BCE, in the time of the Middle Bronze Age. Egypt was in the Middle Kingdom, and China was under the Zayye dynasty. Depending on when you date Abraham, he lived sometime before or after the fall of the Akkadian Empire, possibly as late as the rise of the Ur III, the third dynasty of Ur, also known as the Neo-Sumerian Empire. It was from a land of political upheaval that he was called to leave the land of his father. He left that land, and in faith journeyed to the Promised Land. He did not know where he was going. However, he knew who he was following. Abraham trusted and obeyed God, and so he was given a covenant. The covenant of Abraham was made over a period of 24 years and spanned from when Abraham was 75 to 99 years old. You can read about it from Genesis 12 to Genesis 17. This covenant was completed 1 year before Isaac was born. The covenant and blessing of Abraham were passed down to his son Isaac, who then passed them on to his son Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel when he wrestled with Yeshua, who appeared to Jacob as the angel of Yahweh. See Genesis 32:24 through 31. Most people believe that Jacob means liar or deceiver. This is not correct. Esau called him that, but that is not what his name means. The name Jacob means grasping at the heel. This is because he grabbed his brother's heel when he was being born. See Genesis 25:24 through 26. However, it implies someone who is below and behind. Someone who is not quite good enough. Someone who is always in second place. Jacob's name was not a compliment. It implied that he would be behind and lower, always grasping at the heels of his brother. However, the promise was given to him, not to Esau. And so, when it came time, God changed his name to Israel. In Hebrew, Israel can mean a couple of different things. One of the things it means is God prevails. And so we see a change in Jacob. He was named for weakness, but now he is named for God's strength. In other words, Jacob is weak, but God is strong. This is where the idea that my strength is made perfect in weakness, 2 Corinthians 12:9, comes from. We also have the ability to reveal the power of God in our weakness. Israel would also do this. God did not choose Israel because they were mighty and strong. He chose them because they were weak. See Deuteronomy 7:7. In the weakness of Israel, the strength of God could be revealed. It is the destiny of man to bring glory and honor to God, even in our failure and weakness. Israel had 12 sons and 1 daughter: Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Judah, Dan, Naphtali, Gad, Asher, Issachar, Zebulun, Joseph, Benjamin, and Dinah. Joseph had 2 sons, Manasseh and Ephraim, which Israel adopted as his own sons. See Genesis 48:5. Levi was not counted because they belonged to the Lord, and Joseph was not counted because his sons were counted instead. Thus Israel became 12 tribes. Israel would from then on be referred to as having 12 tribes, even when a tribe was wiped out. After Israel became a nation, they chose to appoint a king, Saul. His throne was later given to David by God. David lived around 1000 BCE during the Iron Age, around 1000 years after Abraham. His throne was inherited by Solomon. The reign of David and Solomon is considered to be the golden age of the nation of Israel, even though Solomon was a bad king. After Solomon's death, his son Rehoboam inherited the kingdom. An assembly came to speak to him, to listen to what Scripture says. happened in these verses. 1 Kings 12, 3 through 4, 13a, 14b through 16. They sent and called him. Then Jeroboam and the whole assembly of Israel came and spoke to Rehoboam, saying, Your father made our yoke heavy. Now therefore, lighten the burdensome service of your father, his heavy yoke which he put on us, and we will then serve you. Then the king answered the people roughly, My father made your yoke heavy, but I will add to your yoke. My father chastised you with whips, but I will chastise you with scourges. So the king did not listen to the people, for the turn of event was from the Lord, that he might fulfill his word, which the Lord had spoken by Ahijah the Shilonite to Jeroboam the son of Nebat. Now when all Israel saw that the king did not listen to them, the people answered the king, saying, What share have we in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel. Now see to your own house, O David. So Israel departed to their tents. Notice here that Yahweh caused Israel to split into two kingdoms, 1 Kings 12:15. Most people believe that this is because of Rehoboam, but in fact, it was a judgment against Solomon and all the house of Israel. Listen to this, 1 Kings 11:29 through 33. Then Ahijah took hold of the new cloak which was on him and tore it into 12 pieces. He said to Jeroboam, Take for yourself 10 pieces, for thus says the Lord, the God of Israel, Behold, I will tear the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon and give you 10 tribes, but he will have one tribe for the sake of my servant David and the sake of Jerusalem, the city which I have chosen from all the tribes of Israel. Because they have forsaken me and have worshipped Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Sidonians, Chemosh, the god of Moab, and Milcom, the god of the sons of Ammon, and they have not walked in my ways, doing what is right in my sight, and observing my statutes and my ordinances, as his father David did. Israel was divided because they worshipped other gods under the guidance of King Solomon. Israel was split into two kingdoms out of judgment. Thus, they became the kingdom of Israel, also called the northern kingdom, and the kingdom of Judah, also called the southern kingdom. Israel continued to worship other gods and walk in lawlessness. They continued on this path of destruction until God divorced them. Then I saw that for all the causes for which backsliding Israel had committed adultery, I had put her away and given her a certificate of divorce, Jeremiah 3:8. In Israel, there were two parts to divorce. The certificate of divorce made the divorce legal. It would allow for remarriage. The sending away was the removal of the woman from the house. In the same way, when God divorced Israel, he sent her out of his house, out of the land of Egypt. Tiglath-Pileser III, king of the Neo-Assyrian Empire, conquered much of the Near East. He attacked and conquered Israel from around the year 740 to 722 BCE. He conquered the northern tribes and carried away the king, leaders, and rich, and other important people. They left the poor in the land. The Assyrians relocated other peoples and mixed them with the Israelites that were left. These became the Samaritans. Because of the Assyrian relocations, the exiled Israelites were scattered over the Assyrian Empire. There is some debate as to the actual location. As other empires rose and fell, scattered Israel was lost to history, and who they are remains unknown to us today. Different theories and ideas have been put forth, but no scholarly consensus has been reached. Surprisingly, even though we have lost Israel to the depths of time, the Bible offers us a way to find them. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. If you want to learn more, check out the next teaching, The Hidden Identity of Israel, Part 1. Return to God. Remember Torah.